One of the questions that I'm often asked is who's responsible for cost management in an organisation? Is it the procurement director? Is it the finance director? Who should it be? Who is it? I think the answer to that question ultimately is you have to look at where costs are. Whilst we've shown suppliers of most organisations constitute 5 times more cost than labour, ultimately individual who most likely at board level to have a responsibility remains the CFO or possibly the CEO in certain organisations, and therefore when one's looking at cost management in the round, it is probably at that board level that the responsibility for operating and managing cost most effectively lies. I think the interesting thing is the role that procurement can play in thinking more innovatively in how one undertakes that cost management, and in particular how that journey goes from not just thinking about how you operate costs, but more fundamentally what suppliers are there for. More fundamentally in particular, that in the current day and age where much of what an organisation actually does is enabled by and operated by its supply community, more effective management of those suppliers isn't just a cost issue, it's actually something that drives the whole business forward. It can make the business more successful, it can make the business more profitable, and can enable the people within the business to actually operate more effectively in doing their jobs. And therefore I think if one's going to undertake some sort of cost management journey, the opportunity is to think more broadly about what that focus, that whole program can do in terms of redefining the role of suppliers in the organisation and getting the absolute maximum value out of them.